Flash and the Fundamentals. Two complete opposites solve the world.
He started it.
Yeah, but
Do you want one?
well, yeah, I'm here.
Fuck it. All right, can you go get the whiskey?
There's whiskey.
You're closer to. You're fucking such a bitch. You're such. And get one of these glasses. We'll share it.
He's making you look like the only one
He does
having
it every fucking time.
What?
Oh yeah, we're flashing the fundamentals. I'm gonna keep all this in now. Don't leave the door open, it's kittens. Let's see what happens. If 2 fucking kittens come out, it's gonna make this a really difficult. All right. Yeah, it's way too early for this shit, but Don's a bad influence, so.
This is just coffee
Somewhat celebratory.
for now,
Yeah.
so far.
All right, so I guess we're just going to start this randomly. Oh, you washed them. Nice.
I washed mine.
You know, oh, well, they're all clean.
Okay, but I washed mine. So why you take it back?
What? I'm giving it to you.
But you took it first. Why did you take it?
I was going to put whiskey in it, motherfucker.
But why did you take it back? Why did you bring it back? You should have kept it, is what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ, dude. Have a drink. All right, so this is some good shit. This is some.
Is it called, what is it called? Dickless?
It's called Dickless Tennessee Whiskey.
And Tennessee was
Dickel,
kind of
Tennessee.
dickless last night.
Yeah, all right, so yes, well, welcome to, cheers. Welcome to Flash and the Fundamentals. This guy over here is Don Full-Love. He's Flash.
And quite naturally, the nails and bolts and hammer guy is Adam Contras, and
Right.
he's the fundamentals.
And with us today is Joe Walzer, who I would actually say is a little more on the fundamental side of things than the Flash side of things. That's probably why we get along.
I would tend to agree.
Yeah, I'm the behind the curtain.
The behind the curtain guy. Let me make sure.
I'm the Wizard of Oz,
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I have been called.
but not the big fiery. Well, I can be that too. But
You can be a
mostly-
dick.
I know.
You're really good at it.
Well, yeah,
No doubt.
but I own it.
You own it?
I don't pretend that I'm not.
Never have. At least you're straightforward.
Dickless whiskey.
Dickless whiskey. Drink up. Quickly, we will have to address the fact that the Dems took the House last night. Why
They
you
did
fucking
take the House.
I thought that's
It's not
what it was.
no, it's a sipping.
It's a sipping whiskey.
Well, I shot the sipping
Yeah, no,
whiskey.
no. You sip this shit. It's 90 proof, dog. Like this
Along
is
with that coffee, you're going to be real interesting shortly.
Yeah.
Yes, the Dems won the House last night. They were always in position to do it. I think my biggest frustration about last night is
Was
that
it a blue wave or was it a blue what? It was a blue
The
blanket?
geography was good for them in the House. It was bad for them in the Senate. In 2020, the Senate's going to be up for them. They're going to gain a couple seats. Basically, there was nothing the 2 years of the Trump administration did that changed much, and that blows my mind.
Not much changed, but the House. That's
No, it's huge. No, it's huge. Yeah,
It's huge.
we'll get to read the Mueller report. That's awesome. I'm glad we get to read the Mueller report.
You're optimistic.
I think we will at least be able to get to read that.
I
That's
think the best we'll be able to do is see tax returns.
Well, that's they said that like 3 minutes after they got the House, and we're subpoenaing your tax returns. That was really cool. But anyway, the reason I have Joe on, for a million reasons,
I just thought it was because I was awesome.
No, it is. You're well known for restoring the time machine, the A car.
He rebuilt the DeLorean time machine
yeah.
A car that presently resides in
Oh, the Peterson.
Yes,
Peterson Automotive Museum.
and
Not alone, for the record.
what's that?
I didn't do it alone.
No, you headed
We had a team.
Right.
Yeah, I just.
Go watch the documentary Out of Time, not to be confused with Back in Time.
It's just important.
I'm in both of
to
them.
me that everybody gets a shout out.
And I first started talking to you because I hated a similar person you hated, which is awesome. Which one? Let's
I'm
narrow it down. The one that specifically fucked me.
Oh, a friend of his, an acquaintance of yours?
Oh no, a guy who. Oh, that's kind of funny. I never thought about that. A guy that Video Bob is not a friend to anybody.
That was an inside joke, by the
Yeah,
way.
he's awful.
And we just named him.
Not Video Bob. I'll say fuck him. I actually don't say his name because I don't even want to give him the fucking boner of being recognized. But he's awful. That's nobody disagrees with that. That's the weirdest thing. Of all the people in the community that have good and bad reputations, there's only one that everybody hates. I can't think of right. I don't know anybody in the community that is on his side. Not one, except for himself. Am I missing something? Is there a congregation of people that think he's a good dude?
Yeah, sure. There's Texans.
Oh, okay. You're just talking about like his neighbors.
Answer
Like
was awesome.
Texans. cruise country. Yeah.
Oh, Beto.
Yeah, whatever.
He'll run for president in 8 years.
Probably. So about 3 years ago, and the reason I had initially wanted to get both of you together because this is such a crazy story.
3 years ago.
You threw out a tweet.
No, that was almost like 5 years ago.
No, I know.
Oh, it was 3 years ago?
Yeah, it was 15.
It was 15?
Oh, I remember it well.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Well, see, the story started at 12.
Because I called you. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
All
Don?
right,
That was
all right,
really
all right.
intense. Anyway, so Don tells the story to me.
3 years ago?
Yeah, that was when the tweet went out.
It seemed like a lot longer ago.
It does to me,
Yeah.
too. I got some talk about that. I think it was a little longer than
But
3 years ago.
It was since I've known you. I only knew you since 2014. So, it was around that time.
Okay.
And I only knew you the last 4 months of 14. So.
Okay.
But the point of this story is you had some photos taken from you.
Let's get it straight.
Well, I'll let you tell the whole story real quick. I'm just giving them an oversight of why I'm doing this, okay? You had some photos taken from you that were personal of you on the set as Goldie Wilson.
Correct.
And your story is about as tight and impenetrable a story as I've ever fucking heard in my life, right? When you told me, I'm like, oh, holy shit, that's the most clear story I've ever heard. Oh my God, you should be really pissed.
But
And you really were. No, there was no but.
Oh.
I completely agreed with you. I'm
Okay.
like, oh my God. I mean, and when you tell this story, everybody's going to be like, oh? Months later, whatever, I was talking to Joe, and I mentioned it. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is the story behind this? And he goes, I have a lot of information about that particular thing. I think Don's wrong here, but I don't want to get in his face about it. But can you pass along this information? And when I heard that information, I went, oh, wow, that does actually change things quite a bit.
if I'm wrong,
So-
this is going to be one of the most coinky-dinkies
Okay.
ever.
So in all the times I've ever heard two sides of a story, I've never heard one so clearly where I went, okay, dude, we all need to just tell all the facts and figure this out. Because there's misinformation
It is
somewhere.
a good example of, oh yeah, it's 100% true. And then, oh shit, it's,
Something's gray. So,
wow.
With,
It's not gray.
okay, that's perfect. So,
Yeah.
Oh, it's black and white to me.
right.
It
It
is.
is
So-
black and white to
So
me.
this
It
is
goes like this. Oh shit, it's 100% true. And oh shit, no it ain't.
okay. So here's what we're
Okay.
gonna do. I'm gonna let Don tell his story.
Okay.
The way he told it to me, and you're all gonna go, oh well, clearly, motherfucker, that's what happened. Please, Don, tell us what happened, and if you missed something, I'll try to help. But I haven't heard it in a couple of years. So.
Well, the story goes. The first DeLorean car show that I ever attended was in 2012 in Orlando.
Okay.
Now, I was new on the scene of signing pictures and all that stuff. I wasn't really aware of how that went down and everything. So I didn't have any publicity shots.
Got it.
So what I did is I had, I think, 8 or 9 original shots taken on the set at Back to the Future and given to me by the photographer, numbered.
Okay.
So I said, I'll take those and find a copy place somewhere in Orlando and get them made, and I can sign them.
Like paper copies, literally just.
No, photocopies.
Oh, photocopy.
Yeah,
Okay, cool, cool,
photocopies.
cool.
Yeah. I mean, pay like $1 a piece,
Right,
but whatever it is you charge. So I'm in the bar. That's where I met, and see, this is why I never hang up.
Yeah, dude. Not this one, dude.
Okay, I'm doing a podcast right now, and as much
every
as I would
podcast.
like to talk to you,
It's every fucking podcast.
yeah, I'm a very important
turned
guy.
it on.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
I know.
I'll call you.
Most of us
I'll
do.
call you back. Bye.
Jesus Christ! It's
Yeah.
okay to turn it off. Tell your story.
So anyway,
So you meet somebody.
this
in the
is
bar.
where I meet Don Stager.
Don Stager.
Don Stager, good dude, that Don Stager, who
Right.
is a DeLorean builder, repairer, owner.
And for the fastest DeLorean stuff, he's the guy who did the Buick Grand National swap
Okay,
and made what was thought to be the fastest DeLorean in the world at the time.
so to make a long story short, for the beginning, Don Stager and I had a wonderful time in the bar. We introduced ourselves to adult beverages, and
Right.
had a great conversation, great time. My first night in Orlando, I walked away. Now there was imagine this. I have a prop,
Yeah.
an actor with a prop.
It looked a lot like that.
And
There was
that,
an
that
envelope-
drink is probably exactly how that was looked at the time too.
No, Don and I were partaking of Long Island iced teas. I believe.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I left it.
Right.
So it wasn't stolen from me per se, robbery. I precipitated it by leaving it there.
Got it.
Okay?
Left it.
So I charged it to the game. When I realized, oh my God, the pictures are gone, charged it to the game. No
Right.
problem.
Right.
I put the word out that I was missing these pictures, the hotel and other people in the Back to the Future community. And this guy reached out to me
Okay.
and said that he had access to the archive, pictures
Right.
in the archive of Back to the Future,
Right.
and he could probably get me some shots.
Okay. This was Joe's friend.
Joe's
That's
friend.
all. Just we got to
Yeah, Joe's
not
friend.
use names, but Joe's friend. Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh man, hallelujah, because I thought that those pictures were gone forever, and they were behind the scenes
Yeah.
personal shots. So I was like, cool, yeah, cool, no problem, awesome, thank you so much. And we, exchanged emails, and everything was cool. He sent the pictures. Well, when he sent the pictures that he sent, for the strangest reason, were the exact number and images that I lost.
Okay.
So I said, that makes no sense at all. So he said he went and got them out of the archive. Okay, there's an archive.
Right.
There happens to be a producer of that film who told me about the archive. And he told me that this particular person was 100% up and up,
Right.
and there are digitized copies of the pictures.
Okay.
Okay, good enough. However, and I will prove it
Okay,
beyond
here
a
we go.
reasonable doubt in a moment,
As will I.
because I have the emails,
Right. Have the emails.
I have the story, and I have the proof.
Okay.
He said digitized copies. The
Right.
ones that were stolen from me were originals. On the back, they had the roll number
Right.
and the exposure number.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going
Right.
to break this out right quick so we can just know what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see this picture right here?
Okay.
That picture right there. This is the only one I have left. This is the only original I have left. It's the only one I didn't take to Orlando. On the back of the pictures,
Right.
you'll see the roll number and the exposure number.
Pencil.
Pencil.
Right.
Yeah, they all were pencil. They all were pencil. Now, if you can go to the archives and show me the 8 pictures that he sent me,
Yep. Okay. That is actually written. That
By
is not
hand,
printed.
right.
That is by hand. Okay.
yeah, no,
got
that's
it.
penciled on there.
Yeah,
They're
it's
all
in the
there.
back of the photo. Right, I get it.
So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to refer to the email that I was sent,
Okay.
All right.
because I believe this person felt they came up on a gold mine, but felt like crap because I'm a good dude
Right.
and they know that they took it from me. So they sent me.
Real quick, you're jumping over one big part, which is what you think happens is the acquaintance of Joe, right? He took them, he scanned them into the archive, and then was like, "Oh, hey."
I don't know how he reproduced them. All I know is
Right.
he sent me reproduction.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, that's where you're going, and you have the emails to prove.
I have that. Not only do I have the emails to prove it, but he sent me this and says, "Here are a few to get you going."
Got it.
So he sent me all of these,
Those are all of them.
that just happened to be all the ones I lost.
Except for this
except
one.
for this one. Now I'm going to show you why he couldn't send this one. Okay,
Oh man,
I'm going to show you
I
why.
can't. I wish I had
I'm
thrown
gonna-
these on a thumb drive.
I'm going to show you why.
Okay.
Well, you
So I
can
could
take me there.
You
can
have-
take me
you
there.
have that one?
You know. You
can-
have
you can
that
send
one.
it?
I
Well,
swear, I
look,
bet
I
you
mean-
don't have this one in your archives.
All right,
Look at
there
this
you go.
picture. This is the one. The guy sent me.
Right. Yeah, it's a reproduction.
Look,
Okay, look
Okay.
at that picture.
It is
He
right.
sent me that.
Right.
You know why he sent me that? Because this is the only one I didn't take to Orlando because I had copies of those two. Look
Well,
at
right.
the picture, though.
Okay, but hang on, all of them-
look
I know,
at
I know.
look
Same
at
person.
the picture. Look
Oh.
at the tie in the picture, and look at my hand. Look at the picture.
yeah,
he sent me.
tough.
Look at the only one I
It's
have
not the
left.
same picture,
I
right.
didn't bring this one because I had one that looked like it.
Right.
Isn't that a coincidence?
Right, that is amazing. So that means
Okay.
you're saying that the one with your hand in front of the tie,
Is the-
nobody has.
This is the only one left.
Okay, fair enough.
The only original one left. I'm not finished, Joe.
Okay.
I'm gonna
but I have a question about this
Okay.
specifically.
Okay.
So this picture,
Uh-huh.
this one, is one of the ones you lost.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
I get it.
Exactly. And the only reason I can say that I lost it because I didn't take this one when I took that one because they were too close together.
Right.
And nobody can give you that one.
No one can
So
give
you're
me this
saying
one.
that there
I
is
have,
not, right. So you're saying that there is no archive that had this stuff
there
to
is no
begin
other
with.
8x10 with this pencil marking
Right.
on it. I guarantee you
Right.
that from the photographer.
Right.
And if you can
And
find
you're
it, if it's
saying,
alive.
and you're saying that all of them had
All
that
of them
pencil
had that,
marking.
yes.
Just to keep up.
And the
Right.
ones that he talked about digital,
Right.
guarantee there's no back. It's only a front.
Right, right,
yeah,
right.
but
But the originals have this on And dude sent me the exact pictures I lost, minus the one
you
I
still
didn't
had.
take. Coincidence?
Right.
But wait.
Okay, there's
There's
more.
more.
Okay, hang on. Let's hear that. Try to remember everything.
Oh, no, I
because
got it,
I know.
I got it.
You can
Our
feel-
dear friend Joe,
Joe. Oh, well,
Mr.
I was like, which Joe? What?
our
Right.
dear friend Mr. Walzer,
Right.
feeling bad about the situation, went back to the archives, looking for pictures, I assume.
Right.
And he sent me this. Let's see here. And said this is what he found in the archives. And I have to find the email with the picture.
Damn, I can't find an email I sent
Here-
yesterday.
Here, he sent me this picture. And that's Eric Stoltz
Right.
and me in the background. He went to the archives, and instead of proving that his friend got the pictures that I'm
the
talking
archive,
about,
right.
this is what he said he could find
Okay.
with me.
But you couldn't find any.
This
of
is
the-
what he
right,
said
right.
he could find of me, and this is what he sent of me.
Well, that doesn't mean that was the only pictures of you in the archive.
He was looking specifically for stuff with me.
Oh, right. Fair enough. That's a good point. I'm gonna
let it ride at that before
Okay.
I go with more.
All right, yeah, keep going now. Now, real quick, I heard all that. It was obvious that
yes.
that was pretty.
That was my
clear-cut.
opening statement. You ought to
Okay,
wait for
hang
the
on,
closing.
hang on. Okay, so then,
He's popping his knuckles. This is going to get better and better.
no. So just so you know, I got that information. I was like, oh my god, it's awful. It wasn't, but like a few days after you said that, you did throw out a tweet, and I got it third hand, and I'm like, oh my god.
No, it wasn't a tweet. It was a straight up
It was
Facebook
Facebook,
post.
yeah. And I called you immediately, like, Don, take that down. Oh my God. Because he basically called the guy out and said, this guy's a thief, and, you know, Gail works with him. Everybody, I mean, this was a huge
I got
issue.
an email from Bob Gale.
Right,
I had to tell him what it was about.
right.
That's right in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this became a pretty big issue in the Back to the Future community because that's a hell of a story. And if true, oh my God. So I was talking to Joe, and Joe's like, listen, I got some more information, pass it on. Here's Joe's extra information that does actually change this. Go.
All right, let's hear it.
Here we go.
All right. Let's see if I can remember everything.
We're going to call that guy the other guy.
Oh, the guy with...
The guy, I know the guy you're
No,
talking
it's
about, the
cool.
other guy.
Yeah, the other guy.
Yeah.
Let me go backwards from where you stopped.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing is, let's see. The photo I sent you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, by the way, can I release that or I have to keep it private?
I've seen that before. So
Okay,
totally-
that's pretty cool.
All right. So it goes like this. So the Eric Stoltz photo that I sent you was from me, in addition to the ones that my friend sent you.
What friend? Oh, yeah, that friend.
Right.
Okay. Hold on. Check
Covering
it
his
out.
tracks, but I get it.
No,
I
no.
hear you.
Hold on. I didn't do that to you.
You're
Right.
right.
Okay.
You're
Right.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Check
Yeah.
it out. So, I knew he sent those to you, right? I already knew you got those, so why would I send them again? Okay. So I sent you another one that I found of you, and that's how that happened. But now I'll go back to the beginning because it's just easier for me to tell you what happened than to figure.
So
this
you
out.
were in Orlando.
Yeah.
You were in
Yeah.
Orlando.
It was the first
the Lauren Carr.
and only, I think, DeLorean Car Show. It was
In Orlando. No, there was one or 20. There's one every 2 years.
the only one I've ever been to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's
just-
one in 14, 16. There's one this year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I
they
went-
changed it up. It's a new ownership now. And it's a
Yeah,
different
nobody
show.
cares. Right.
So,
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. No offense to the Lauren owners.
no, I mean, it was cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It's, you know, it's just a long way to go.
Right.
To see stuff I see every day.
Right. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you.
So, plus I brought my wife,
Right.
you know, and that's like bringing your wife to a Star Wars convention. It's just, she don't want to be there.
Yeah,
okay.
not fun. Go ahead.
So,
That day.
No, it's not true. She's very supportive, but also she just wanted to have
We
a
only got 40
vacation.
minutes, brother.
I'm just
Nothing I
saying.
can do. Just so you know.
She gets mad if I throw her under the bus, so I don't want to.
No, there's no bus throwing. Even with the friends we're talking about, we're just
right.
trying to figure out what the
Here's
fuck
what happened.
All right.
Not my friend, but the other guy.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, okay, the other guy is Don's acquaintance.
Right.
Can we just call him that?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but Don's acquaintance.
I kind of met him there, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah. That's important.
Okay.
So Don's acquaintance, you know, I mean, he might have been your acquaintance, but to everyone else, you guys were best friends. I'm just saying.
Okay.
That is how it was presented relentlessly from that person.
By the acquaintance.
Yeah,
right.
by the acquaintance. Okay. So, I'm at DCS. I'm with my friend. I'm with your relentlessly
Right.
best friend, right? And we were all together, the three of us, okay? We were there, and he looks down at a table. There was a table, and he goes,
In the bar?
the only bar I remember was outside by the pool.
No, this was in the lounge. There's like a lounge lobby bar kind of thing in there.
Oh, yeah, that's where it was.
That's out of a hotel?
Okay.
Well, because you were thinking
No,
outside.
no, but check this out.
Circumstantial.
Look, here's the room. They had the stage over here, and over here was the bar table, or no?
No, this wasn't even in. This wasn't. They weren't. Well, I'll let you finish your story.
Okay, so he finds, I don't know if he put it there. I don't know anything, right? All I know is what I saw. And he went like this. He goes, and it wasn't this. It wasn't an envelope. It was a folder.
Okay.
And he opens it up, and he goes, "Oh shit!" And he's flipping through them, and he's like, "These are Don's photos." He goes, "I saw him."
You saw this.
Yeah.
You physically saw this.
100,000%.
Okay.
I'm an asshole, but I don't lie.
Okay.
All right. So, flipping it up, he goes, "These are Don's photos. I saw him showing them off earlier." And I was like, "Oh, shit." He goes like this. He goes, "I'll give them back to him."
You know what, Joe? I'm gonna let you finish your story.
Okay.
Hold on. It's the last time I ever saw them, because I assumed he gave them back to you. Okay? Then later, you were like, it's, stolen, and right? And I was like, shit. So, at the time, and I mean, you can check your emails, but I'm pretty sure I mentioned to you that you had photos in the archives, and if I didn't, I did. But
Yeah, one of you guys did. I do
Yeah.
remember that. I don't remember who it was, but one of you guys did.
I feel like it was me.
Okay.
I said, there are all of these photos of you, that photo shoot, right? Just, I don't know how many there are, 12 or something like that. And including like the actual one that they ended up using for the poster, right? The mayor posters and just the photo.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned to you, they were in there, and we'll get them to you, whatever. So then my friend sent them to you instead of me. And at the time, that actually kind of pissed me off, because I was the one who said, I have these, I'll give them to you. But he gave them to you. And in retrospect, I'm glad it was him that gave them to you.
Because you could have been the culprit.
I would have been, yeah, right? I would have been, okay, but here's the truth is, your best friend,
Acquaintance.
Extremely loose term.
I'm just saying, that's how he presented it.
Right.
Okay.
He found them, took them, and was gonna give them back to you. And that's the last time I saw the real ones. Okay. But the ones that are in the archives, and I'll tell you why they all match, right? Is because even though Ralph Nelson or whoever gave you the photo gave you actual photo prints,
I don't believe he gave me the only shot. No, I get
no,
that.
but he also turned them all into the archives.
Of course.
So, we got those pictures from the archives, from Universal. I have, probably 60% of the Universal archives on my computer. And every time anybody ever gets more bits of the archives, they send it to me, because now I'm the
Yeah,
depository.
you're that guy, yeah.
So, but it was in 2012. Wait.
But when it happened, I got the first set of pictures in August of 2012.
Yeah. So it was
From the photographer.
From the friend.
Oh, okay. When did you get him from the photographer?
1985.
Okay.
Yeah, they're old. That's
that's obviously old.
yeah.
I know.
But that's another good point, though, right? Because the photos, the scans that you got, don't have that old brown image.
They're worthless.
No. They don't have the aged brown. So if you scan that,
You're
in,
presuming that he took them, scanned them into the archive.
I don't know what he did.
Okay. Right.
My only argument, I hear what you're saying,
No,
and the fact
I'm
that
not
you
done
said,
yet.
all right.
It's good. But I'm just saying that technically, if I scan this picture in, it's going to have that shitty, brown, old photo look, right? But your scans don't, because they weren't scanned in from your photos. They were scanned in from the exact same photo, all of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or the negative? Could the negatives have been scanned, or do you think that they were all photo scanned?
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
See,
you
I'm,
don't.
not, I'm not familiar with the process.
Well, unless you're a photographer.
Yeah,
But
I
here's
can't.
the-
I have no horse in the process. I don't know
Here's
what
the
process
problem.
was used.
Is like, for example, if your photo has like a scratch and you're like, oh, this is mine, and then the scan comes back with the same scratch, you're like, that's fucking, it's scanned for mine.
I wouldn't know because I
Because-
don't know what they look like, man. I never.
But
paid
the
that much
original
attention.
photo
But
would
the
have
original
all that.
photo had
No,
scan.
I kept them pretty good.
No. What I'm saying is the scan would have been identical to yours. So
If the
This
listen.
doesn't really look old though, does it?
all right,
No,
hold
go
on.
ahead, finish.
Go ahead,
No,
let me
finish.
Just from a technical, right? If there's a mark or a dust mark or some kind of a defect on the negative, it's going to be on every print, yours and the ones that you got scanned back to you, right? So they're all going to be identical. So if I take yours and scan it in, you're like, it's obviously mine because it has the same defect, but the defect came earlier in the family tree, right? Okay, so but.
That picture looks almost brand new, and
Oh,
it's 30-something years old.
No, I know the brown was on the back.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean that argument right there makes me go But
but
No.
continue.
Yeah, let me throw in one piece here. There is no way to prove that you had anything the archive didn't already have. Is that right?
I would assume the archive has everything that I have. I would assume that, but I would assume that they would have both the front and the back.
I don't know why you would
Why
scan
would they
the
be
back.
numbered?
Right, but why would they scan the back? I don't
I
understand.
don't know.
They
I don't
don't.
know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's the problem. We
No,
can't
no.
ever see the
Okay.
scan of the back.
That's
Hold on,
fine. Let
hold
him finish.
All right.
Okay, they don't scan the back. And this is probably Ralph Nelson's.
Okay, you know better than me. I don't even remember who it was, dude.
Yeah.
I just remember he gave me a bunch of pictures.
Right.
Okay, here's one thing. Okay, if my friend scanned in your photos, then he would have named them something,
Okay.
right? At the digital file.
Okay.
Something JPEG, right? Mm-hmm. The Universal Archives names them all, right?
Okay.
So if I went to the archives, also known as my computer at home, and I
Well,
took,
but you could have changed something on your computer.
but how would I know?
What he scanned him in? I mean, we're assuming it's an evil plot, so
Okay,
you
okay.
would have at least talked to him.
Okay,
right?
then how about this? Check it out. Let's say that I showed like a whole page of what's in the archives, not just your stuff, but everything else.
So what you're saying is the ones I received plus the one you showed me with Eric Stoltz is all that's left of me in the archive. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
No, the archives is huge.
No, I mean of me. The archive is
Oh,
probably
but I'm sure there's a
massive,
lot
right?
of stuff of you. But it's not. They're not all tagged with Don Fullalove's in the background of this. You'd have to
No.
look through everything.
Then how did you get right to Goldie Wilson then to get these to bring them to me?
Well, I'm
just
sure that's
curious.
one photo shoot, and they're in an order. You could probably look
Yeah.
at a big
No,
page
you
of
can-
all the
you
pictures.
can scroll through them,
Yeah, and,
then
see.
there's
Oh,
like-
look, there's
like
20
a
of
whole
Don dressed up as
section
Goldie Wilson.
of
I'm
these.
assuming.
Okay.
Also, I was the one who, well, both of us were there in the archives. Like, we literally were in the archives all day long. We took like 30,000 photos from the archives. They're already named, whatever Universal named them, just as the digital file.
Right.
But I went through every photo myself. There were 3 computers. We loaded the first one up with part 1 photos, the second one with part 2 photos, and we were technically there to get photos of the time machine because we were allowed to be in the archives and take the photos to use them to restore the time machine, right? To find details and research of the car.
Yeah.
But we're fans, so we saw, oh shit, there's Eric Stoltz. Boop.
Right.
There's the original mayor poster photo shoot. Boop. Grab the whole thing. All of them. You know what I mean? And I was part of that. Like, I grabbed these photos from Universal Archives, right? And then I offered them to you when I realized that your best friend, which is why at the time I wasn't like, okay, so
You thought nothing of him taking it because they were friends.
no, they weren't friends yet. Like this,
Well, but he said he was.
no, after that,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, they met at that event,
Got it.
and after that, all he ever did was post pictures of you, and him, and here's my buddy Don, and here we are flying, and here we are
Now,
driving.
I feel like asshole number 2, but go ahead. Because that's the same thing I fucking do.
Well,
but it's a little different. Yeah, obviously we know each other.
he misrepresented,
Right,
But
right.
he represented it the same way. I mean, like as if it were real, like it is with you.
Could, if it had been your friend that took it scan, could he have put the scans into the archive?
No.
Don, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious.
No, you guys talk technical stuff. That's a little bit above
Well,
my head.
right, but-
How it's reproduced, I have no clue.
Okay. But we're trying to figure out what happened.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, I'm trying to figure out. When you first tell the story, it's clear that the person who gave you the emails was the person who took the fucking photos. But now it seems that might not be true, and that's where I'm confused.
My point is, and I sent this to Bob Gale, for
Right.
me to believe that story, he's got one thing going about his story that's got me going, He says he physically actually saw this person.
And he saw the
That's
folder.
huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
No,
I didn't know, dude. I didn't know it was a folder until right now. I thought it was.
It was a
envelope.
manila folder.
But let me tell you why.
but not an envelope.
No, it was a
I thought it was an
a
envelope.
tan-colored manila folder.
yeah.
That's why when he said that,
See,
it did that
okay,
got
but hold
me.
on. The reason there's more. The reason that that I didn't come with this.
And that's my
before,
next friggin'
Yeah.
question, because you knew it and you
Yeah.
should have said something.
Except for one thing. This guy's your fucking best friend, and I didn't know you. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what am I going to do? I'm
Yeah.
going to say, hey, Don, your best friend stole your shit, and you don't know me, so have a nice day.
Listen, after your tweet, the information came real quick. And I'm not sure if you contacted me to have me tell him, because you were like, I don't want to fucking get involved in this. But we talked pretty soon after I called you and went, oh my God, that tweet, dude. Like, don't fuck up your Back to the Future money. Like, right? I know, that was my first concern when I saw that tweet. Listen, we have arguments with a certain band, right? And I'm always like, let's just let this all go because we're all friends. There's no reason to make it public and get all crazy, right? That was a big moment where I'm like, oh my God. And you even told me, oh, it's kind of ballsy. You kind of thought it was cool that he at least had the balls to put that tweet out
All
there.
right, riddle me this, Batman.
Okay.
The exact amount of pictures that I lost
Right?
were sent
Because
to
you
me.
sent me a letter.
Wait, no.
Okay. Okay, so send me a letter.
No.
No.
It was from Back to the
Oh,
For somebody who has a DeLorean,
could
you
you
should
possibly
know
know
this.
about
Right.
My gosh.
Sorry.
It was the exact number.
The exact amount of photos that I lost,
Mm-hmm.
minus this one. How did that coincidence
Yeah,
happen?
that is a coincidence. I don't know how to
But
explain that.
can you now go to your archive and get all of them and see if maybe that exists?
Yeah.
It would be amazing that he has one
If
that
you
isn't
show
in-
me two pictures like this,
Yeah.
with the anomalies that are in there,
then it's
then
over. Yeah.
then it's over.
Yeah.
Okay, show me an anomaly so I know what I'm looking
But
at.
here's the issue.
Okay, here's this. The one I was sent. You see the hand on the second shot? It's over here. You see the entire tie.
Yeah,
I'll
but-
show you.
The one
That's
he
not
was
an
sent.
anomaly.
Oh no, but it's
that's
a different picture.
Not anomaly, but I mean
It's a completely different picture.
No, I know.
different picture.
Yeah. Though I have the whole photo shoot.
If you
Right.
have both
If
of
you
those
if,
in there,
if you can find that one, that means it was already in the archive and nothing
Yes.
necessarily happened.
But and in addition,
and I said that to Bob Gale.
Or-
I told Bob Gale that's the only way I would believe that is if I get to see the archive.
Now, but let me also say this: if you also, I don't think your acquaintance who said he was your best friend, I don't think he even realizes there's this whole thing. And I'll never make this public.
from social media. I'm
I don't
pretty sure.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's in the community anymore. I've never run into him. I don't. Is he around?
I kind of see a lot of his posts. They're about a different type of sports car,
What?
Porsche.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. He's not part of the Back to the Future community much. I don't see him at events. I don't.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So
I
he
think
might.
he had a DeLorean. Did he sell it?
yeah.
He had a DeLorean.
But your
sold it.
tweet went up and down really quickly. He might not even know. I bet you could randomly, as a friend, just go to him and go, "Hey, dude, did you ever pick up that folder back in 2012?"
Oh yeah, he'll be like, oh yeah, I still.
No, but he might.
Well, no,
also,
that's already in the hopper. That's already in the hopper.
Just ask him.
The fact that he said what he said is the only thing I'm buying. The rest of the story, I asked too much coincidence. But the fact that he eyeballed that, the fact that he said what it was, and that's what it was, it kind of makes me have
And
to go,
I'll be honest. Until literally this moment,
Mm-hmm.
when I was talking to him, I said it was a folder. You told me it was a folder. I was picturing this folder. He said it was a manila.
He made me remember that that's exactly what it was.
Now that's where I have to believe what he's fucking saying. Beyond the fact that I've talked to him about everything in this community for 3 years and I have yet to catch him even embellish. Okay? He will admit when he's an asshole.
But for you to say, maybe I can just call this individual up and say, I heard that, he already exposed the fact that he had them according to his story, and he was going to get them to me.
Okay,
Right.
but if you go at your acquaintance as just, hey, like they're not a big deal. Obviously, they're everywhere. Just say, hey, did you pick this folder up? Did you still have this folder you picked up? How about, did you still have this folder you picked up? You might get an answer. He's like, oh shit, I did. Because it's not like they have that much value. I mean, no offense. I don't.
There's a problem with this individual, though. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, go ahead, try it.
Okay, but what's the
Try
problem with the individual?
He's fucking sociopath. Okay, he's not gonna cop to this, but I hope he does. See, here's the problem with me saying that it was a folder. It just occurred to me right now.
Right.
That it could have been me.
What do you mean it could have been you?
Like if I saw the folder, I could be telling you I saw the folder because it was me that took them.
Well, yeah, you're saying if you
I'm just
believe in
saying.
conspiracy theory, yes, it could have been you that took him and you saw the folder. However,
I could
Yeah.
only know.
I really wish we hadn't said
Look,
that.
yeah, but
well, no, but he's trying. We're trying to
No, I get it.
be
I get it,
honest
I get
here.
it.
Something
If-
doesn't match.
if
You know.
if I had that information, right, then I could only get it one of two ways. Either I stole it,
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
or he stole it.
Stole it.
No.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. Your friend.
Yeah, you're going to do a lot of beeping
I'm going to
out.
beat that out. But, or he stole it and you saw it. Right. Obviously, you could have
Okay,
found it
that's
out
true.
3
That's
different
true.
ways. It
Okay,
wouldn't have
3
had to have
different
been
ways,
Yes,
sorry.
of course.
Either I stole it,
But also,
my friend stole it, or your.
it seems
friend
a
stole
little ridiculous considering your access to
That's
the
what
Back
would
to the
make it
Future
seem
world.
kind of stupid to me.
I don't know
That's
what the
why I
point
wouldn't
is.
even think about that, because you have access to everything.
But so does his friend, really, right?
Yeah.
So I
Do you have access to originals? These are.
yes,
I
in the
don't care
archives.
what you think. No.
You
They're
could-
I have an email from Bob Gale that says specifically
Right.
all the prints are digital. There are no hard copies. Is that right or wrong?
That is basically true. There are some hard.
There has
copies,
to be
but
some hard copies
there
or
are,
something, but yes.
But these are
If
digital.
they got hard copies of me,
So
yeah,
right.
whatever.
So no. So what you're saying is your issue is obviously these were printed in 1985. You've had them for 30 some years.
Right.
You want the originals
Okay,
back.
Right.
Here's the problem. Like I can't do anything about the originals because they're probably under.
Yeah. No, I
under
get that.
your friend's bed or something. Okay.
I love it.
Well, but I mean, what? Yeah.
Well, look. Here's the other thing: is let's just say he has other shit under his bed.
Okay.
Okay. So, but what was I going to say?
I know we're close to the end. We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
40 minutes goes quick.
I mean, you've made your story. I ain't gonna lie.
Right,
You,
this
you
is
made
something-
your story. I'm going.
Okay, let me get
Okay.
this out. Okay, so it's not just that you're okay. 2 things. One, yes, all the photos in the archives are digital, but that doesn't mean they came from a digital camera.
Right.
They were shot.
No,
in
they could be
19 hold on,
stolen.
just I got 2 minutes. I mean, so they were printed and they were given to Universal as 8x10s from Ralph Nelson, and somebody sat there and scanned them in. Okay, so they're digital prints of originals, which is why they look exactly like the originals, because they were at one point originals. That's number one. Number two is the file names of the pictures my friend sent you will match exactly all of the photos in the archives.
That's a good point. I never think about that.
in order.
I won't know what the file names are. 'Cause
Well,
they
you'd
didn't,
have to
I don't
look
have
in.
them unless
You-
they're encoded in the picture.
You
They
come
are.
to my
Okay.
house, I'll show you the archives, and you can sift through them and go.
Right, but to be a conspiracy, you could change that to make your point.
I'm entirely too busy for that.
Right. Also, I'm not sure what the value of doing that would be, other than right now.
I don't care about any of your conversation.
Right.
I don't care about no technical crap.
Right.
The man said he saw something.
Right.
And I got a gut feeling about this dude has never been he's never been foul to me. We've
Yeah.
always been cool.
Yeah.
So I don't
feel the
imagine
same
he
way.
would just come and just lie to me for no benefit.
There's nothing in it for me to do that.
Exactly.
Right.
So it makes me go like,
I'm actually
Fair
kinda
enough. That's the only thing I wanted, because it
putting
made me
my-
go, and I was like, Don, I don't want you to be angry at somebody. There are good people to be angry.
I'm actually putting my neck on the line here.
I agree.
Even by, I could just be like, you know what, whatever.
And-
But
yeah.
look, I will tell you this is a fact, right? It's not my version of the facts. This is an actual fact. It's not, what is it? Whatever.
Yeah,
I was trying to
fake
think
news,
of
right
fake
there,
news.
right,
It's not fake news.
right.
It's not
Alternative
fake-
facts.
yeah,
Right.
that's what I was going for. It's not alternative facts. The fact is, your friend who purported, I don't know how to say it anymore, the guy who said he was your friend, physically took your photos. My friend did not.
Yeah.
My friend gave you the photos that I promised you from the same hard drive of the archives photos that we were given by Universal for the restoration.
And
That is the
and
truth.
right, and the other aspect from my as an outsider, they already had access to all of this stuff as the two people.
Again, I
So why
say
would-
to you, originals and
Sure,
digital
sure.
digital copies.
Sure.
Okay, the Back to the Future world is vast and far. When you have
Right.
original anything, you have a gold mine.
Well, but it's an original print.
It doesn't matter. It's numbered.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter, Adam.
Yeah,
it's
that's
an
true.
original as
Right,
opposed to
but
a
that
copy.
photographer probably got 10 prints made of everything.
Who cares? They're 10 with his writing
Yeah,
on them,
that's true.
Adam.
That's
so
true.
it has intrinsic value.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
that's
give you
true.
that.
True.
So that is the motivation.
Okay.
However,
but
I'm thinking
that's-
about what you said,
Right, right.
but I'm also thinking about if you can show me 2 copies of this one,
Yeah.
Right.
where they're different, then I'm
you're- then, yeah,
100%
Okay.
wrong.
All right,
Two
cool.
things, real quick, to sum it up. One, you are right. There was motivation to take that. It's just which one did,
Yeah.
and it's not the one you thought. And
Therein lies the
I
mystery.
100% can show you the 2 different poses of your hand. 100%.
And there it is.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is.
I did not
To be
expect
continued.
I did not expect to take up the entire podcast talking about this, and I did not bring you here to like grill you on this. But
I
it
felt
was
a little grilled.
No, I'm sorry, dude. No, but
Welcome
the
to the
truth is,
congressional
like,
hearings.
Where's the
I
light?
no, dude. I was in the middle of this, going, okay, dude. I need you guys to talk, man. I want the truth. To
I
come
wish
out.
you had told me that a long time ago, though, bro.
Dude, you were best friends with this guy from my perspective.
I really want to know what that conversation was about. Gosh.
Which
Which conversation?
That we're so
Oh no,
wasn't.
that's what apparently he was telling everybody.
No, he did the same thing with us with Bob Gale. He was like, "Oh, me and Bob are like," this. And I was like, "Okay," you know what I mean? That it happened this way. Towards the beginning of the restoration, he was on the team. My friend was on the team. I was on the team. At the end of that night at DCS, I fired him. Okay? After that, he didn't let anybody, including people who had parts they wanted to return to the car, he didn't let them know he was no longer a part of the restoration, and he accepted those parts in the name of the restoration, and then refused to turn them over to us. In one case, we had to get Bob Gale to drive physically to someone's house to take it from his hands.
Flash and the Fundamentals. 2 complete opposites solve the world.